Good morning, everybody. In this video, we are going to talk about the diesel fuel pump, and in that too, the jerk type fuel pump. We also discussed it in our previous video, but in this video, we are going to discuss the critical issues which were left in the first video, and those issues were related to the working of the jerk type fuel injection system and the fuel injection pump, fuel type of the pumps. And one of the issue was this this is the inlet port, and this is the plunger. When the inlet port is open up till the point A, when the position of the plunger is below the point A, and as the plunger moves and it covers the point A, there is no entry of the fuel from the inlet port. And after that, there were some issues were there, and we are going to address them. Now what happens when the suppose this is the inlet port and this is the plunger, this is the point A. Now the position of the plunger is below A, inlet port is open, and what happens, this is the delivery port, delivery valve, and here is the spill port. And what is going to happen, when the plunger by its axial movement, it closes the port A, it closes the inlet port. And now when it further moves up, what is going to happen, there the there is going to be a tremendous rise in the pressure of the fluid, and the fluid is compressed and is forced out of the delivery valve to the injector, and from the injector to the combustion chamber. Because what is the position of the injector is already located in the combustion chamber, like this. Let us say this is the injector, this is the inlet valve, this is the exhaust valve, and this is the schematic of the engine cylinder, this is the fuel injector. So what is our purpose? So now we have understood that the fuel which is inside, which is trapped now, which is trapped in this portion which is above the plunger, and on the further movement of the plunger, the fuel gets pressurized, and now it is forced up. Because this pressure rises up to a very high value, now it is forced up to reach to forced, and the delivery valve is open. Now one question here arises, that what is the point of continuation of the injection? Does the injection always happen? The point of the injection happens till the see we have already mentioned that this is the inlet port, this is the plunger, this is the delivery valve, and this is the spill port. I have made the delivery valve very large. Let us make a small delivery valve, and then only we could see it. Suppose the plunger continues, this is closed in a, and this is closed in a casing. Now what happens, when during the further movement of the delivery valve, the fuel is pressurized and its pressure increases. So what is the point is there any limit to the injection process? Up to what point the injection process continues? This is the question. And the injection process continued, well, first of all we have to note that injection process continues in the upward stroke only. It continues till the lower end of the helix. We also know there is a helix present in the plunger. Till the lower end of the helix uncovers the spill port. When the spill port is uncovered during its rotational motion, when the lower end of the helix, suppose this end of the helix, uncovers the spill port, then what happens, the spill port is open, and the fuel no longer goes to the delivery valve, but it goes to the spill port, and thereby the injection process is discontinued or it is stopped. It is also imperative for us to know the structure of the delivery valve. What is the structure of the delivery valve? This is the structure of the delivery valve, and we can see there are two grooves. This is the annular groove, this is the annular groove present, and these are the longitudinal grooves. These are the longitudinal grooves, two on this side and two on the back side of it also. You can say two on the back side, two on this side. So, and from the top view it appears like this. Back side may not be available because this is the front view, and but some idea of how the back side would be appearing we could get from the top view of this. So that is the and we can see the longitudinal groove also in the top view. Now what is our next motto, what is our next goal? We want to know when the next question which arises in this slide, when the injection process is over, what happens? There is a sudden release of the pressure, and the sudden release of the pressure, why there is a sudden release? Because the release is sudden as well as it is very quick also. There are two words why it is sudden because there is a very fast movement of the plunger also. The plunger movement is also very fast beyond the point A, which I already mentioned. The build up of the pressure and its delivery of the fuel, delivery of the highly pressurized fuel through the delivery valve is a very quick process. It is a very sudden process. That is why the process is sudden. And why it is quick? It is quick because in a complete cycle, so, it has the fuel pump has to deliver the fuel injection pump has to deliver the fuel n by 2 times in a per minute. Suppose if the speed of the vehicle is if the speed of the vehicle is 3500 rpm or 5000 rpm, suppose it is, let us make it more or less also 1500 rpm, then 750 times it has to deliver the fuel to the pressurized fuel I should say to the fuel injector and thereby to the engine. So the 750 times when the pressurized fuel is going to get admitted into the fuel injector, it means the process is really very quick in per minute. This is the case when there is a 4-stroke, in the case of the 4-stroke diesel engines, while in the case of 2-stroke diesel engines the fuel pump, the fuel injection, the diesel fuel pump is going to inject it n times, that is n is nothing but the number of rpm, that is 1500 times it is going to inject the pressurized, it is going to deliver the pressurized fuel to the fuel injector. So that is why we say there is a quick reversal mean that when the fuel has been injected, when the fuel has been given at the delivery valve, at the output of it, there is a sudden drop in the pressure which was built during the upward movement of the plunger above the point A. The pressure suddenly drops, and this sudden drop in the pressure and also the quick reversal. Why quick? I have already explained, because it has to deliver it has to do this kind of a process 1500 or n by 2 number of times in the 4-stroke engines or n number of times in the 2-stroke engines. So when in this case, then it will give rise to pressures which are lower than the vapor pressure of the fuel in certain areas, and this may give rise to cavitation danger to the plunger. So this type of cavitation occurs in form of waves. Cavitation, what happens during cavitation? Cavitation danger can be there because some of the fuel may be in some areas of the plunger, in some areas of the plunger, because the plunger is the only part which is exposed to the fuel for the greatest amount of time. So in some areas of the fuel, in some areas of the plunger, what happens? This is the fuel that we can see it geometrically also. This is the fuel which is located above the plunger. This is the plunger. In some areas of the fuel, the vapor pressure may be less than the pressure may be less than the vapor pressure of the fuel in those areas. So those areas can also be in contact with the fuel as well as the plunger. In those areas, we have the pressure less than the vapor pressure of the fuel, and it will give rise to what? It will give rise to some some vapor some vapor